There was a time when stepping away was simple. You could leave your phone at home, pay with cash, ignore the internet, disappear for a while, and the world would continue without you. But today, something feels different because the systems that run everyday life are no longer optional. And quietly, the ability to opt out is disappearing. Modern life runs on systems most people rarely think about: banking, communication, transportation, work. What used to be physical is now digital. Paying for something often means using a card or phone. Talking to someone means using an app. Even basic services are increasingly tied to online access. Companies like Visa and MasterCard process enormous portions of the world's payments. Platforms like YouTube and WhatsApp shape how people communicate and consume information. Individually, each system feels optional. Together, they form something much larger. At first, digital systems were conveniences: faster, easier, more efficient. But over time, they became expectations. Some businesses no longer accept cash. Some jobs require constant online access. Some services only exist through apps. And slowly, without any single moment marking the change, participation participation became necessary, not because anyone forced it, but because everything else moved forward without you. It still feels like a choice. You can avoid certain apps, you can limit your online presence, but the cost of doing so keeps increasing. Fewer options, less convenience, more barriers. Over time, opting out doesn't just feel difficult, it begins to feel impractical and eventually almost impossible. Sometimes the nature of these systems becomes visible all at once. In 2022, during the Canada convoy protest, the Canadian government invoked the Emergencies Act. I think I mentioned this once before in another episode, but I'll continue. As part of that response, certain financial accounts were temporarily frozen. For many, it was the first time they saw something unexpected. Access to money could be restricted, not physically, but digitally. No cash needed to be taken, no vaults needed to be opened, just a change in the system. It was a moment that revealed how dependent modern life has become on systems that operate beyond individual control. Digital systems feel stable until they aren't. Power outages, server failures, cyber attacks, even brief disruptions can ripple outward quickly. When things depend on interconnected systems, small failures can have large effects. And the more integrated those systems become, the harder they are to step away from. There was a time when stepping outside the system was possible: living offline, using cash, operating independently. Today, those options still exist, but they are fading. And as they fade, something else emerges: a world where participation isn't enforced but expected, and where stepping away doesn't just mean disconnecting, it means falling behind. The system didn't appear overnight, it wasn't announced. There was no moment when everything changed, just small steps, convenience after convenience, upgrade after upgrade, until one day the system became something you don't just use, but something you live inside. And the question is no longer whether you want to participate, but whether opting out is still possible at all. This has been Quietly Curious, deep dives into tech mystery and modern life. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, give a like and subscribe. Otherwise, everyone, stay curious.